Why should women over 40 strength train your chest? Well, I let you into a secret. I used to neglect my chest and I now regret it because chests are one of the most important muscle groups. If you train your chest, it's going to build out your chest and your shoulders, and it's going to give you that cinched waist, in other words, an X frame. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're women over 40 or like me, over 50, get in amazing shape. And one of the ways that we do that is we lift weights. And I'm going to take you through a typical chest day. However, I am traveling at the moment. I'm in the Philippines, I'm in this beautiful villa, but there's a very small gym that is pretty limited. However, it's got enough equipment. I've been checking it out and it's got enough equipment that I know I'm going to be able to work my chest. And because it's a push day, I'm actually also going to be working my triceps, which you're working your triceps anyway all the way through the chest exercises. You're actually working all of your upper body with some of these chest exercises, but we're going to be sticking in some triceps right at the end. If you want a program that's specifically designed for you, do watch right until the end, because I'm going to be talking about how you can win $20,000 and transform your body using strength training as one of the strong foundations to transform your body. And women are getting amazing results from this, and 10,000 women have been through my programs, so it's actually more than 10,000. So this stuff is tried and tested. Now, first things first, I actually had a pre-workout meal of 2 slices of whole grain toast. It's actually pretty difficult to get decent bread out here. I'm in the Philippines. However, I did manage to track some down by using Google Maps, and I had 1.5 eggs. So I had some protein and I had some carbohydrate. And that's really important to give me the strength to actually do the workout. And also when I finish, I'm actually going to have another meal to replenish my glycogen stores and give me muscle protein synthesis, which is really important. So let's get into it now. Let's go and do this chest workout. I've got Ken with me, he's going to do it as well. If you're with a guy, or maybe you've got like a friend or a family member that's a guy, they're going to love this workout too. So we're in the villa gym and it's a shared gym. It's pretty limited on equipment, so we've got like a cable machine, it has like a rack with a barbell, and then it's got dumbbells. So there is absolutely enough for us to work our chest. I mean, if you didn't have all of that, instead of things like chest presses, you can do push-ups. So that's another option. Maybe you've just got like dumbbells. So I'll walk you through what you can do kind of instead of some of these exercises if like a rack with a barbell isn't available to you, or if like a Smith machine, which we kind of love using the Smith machine. And Ken, you like chest days, don't you?
Chest days is the best days.
Because Ken's really strong on his chest, but since I've been training with Ken, my chest has really come on leaps and bounds, because we do literally split that chest day up. So we're just doing chest mainly, and then we do a bit of triceps at the end. So it really gives us a chance to really strengthen our chest. So let's get into it. So I'm starting off, you can see I'm lying down already. We love using the Smith machine. The Smith machine gets a bit of a bad rep, but it's actually fantastic, especially when you're on your own and you want to like really push to go heavy, which is quite hard on chest presses if you're just using a barbell, Because if you get to failure and you haven't got someone spotting you, you could risk sort of having an accident or an injury. But a Smith machine has a safety catch on it, so you can just rack it wherever you've got it if you're getting into trouble and you can't lift anymore. Now this Smith machine, it's not giving us any help. So some of them, they're sort of weighted, but weighted in your favour, so they feel lighter, they're giving you more support. This one's really heavy, so we believe it might be the 20 kilo bar and the additional metal frame. So I'm finding it quite heavy. So I'm going to start off on this weight. I may well not go up by very much because it's already really heavy. And what I want to do, so I've got the positioning in the middle of my chest, and what I want to do is kind of bring it right down. And I'm just slightly maneuvering myself so I've got exactly the right position. But you can see there, I'm doing the full range of movement, and that's really important. And this is just a warm-up set. We're going to do 5 sets, so I can still talk through it. If I end up going heavier, which I think I will actually, I won't be able to talk on the last 1 to 3 reps. So I've put the weight up now by 5 kilos on each side, so that's 10 kilos. I think that's about 22 pounds, but I will put this I will put this in a subtitle so you can see how much that is in pounds. Of course, you might be stronger than me, so you might be able to go much heavier than me. And also, it depends how light the Smith machine is. This Smith machine is really heavy compared to what we're used to. And you might not ever, I've worked with women that are on the empty bar, and that's as heavy as they can go, and you might actually have to take a lighter bar, like a 10 kilo bar, which would again be about 22 pounds. So it's all according to your weight. My absolute maximum on a chest press, which would be like a 1 rep max, is 45 kilos, and that's when I'm feeling really strong, which is probably about, I think that's about 100 odd pounds, 95 to 100 pounds. But we'll see how I get on today. So I'm just going to get myself in position and make sure I'm lined up. So as you can see, that started to get quite hard at the end. That was around about 30 kilos, which I think would be about 65-ish pounds. There's room for me to go up a bit more on the next set, and we're going to be doing 5 sets of these, and the last 2 sets are what's called working sets. So we're going to go really, really heavy on the weight, as heavy as we possibly can, without causing injury. And it might only be 3 or 6 reps, just so that we can really push ourselves quite hard on this. So Ken's now much heavier than me. He's on set number 3, and he's doing 15 kilos on each side, plus the bar, so that's like 50 kilos. I mean, he can bench press 100 kilos on like a 1 to 3 reps, so he's pretty strong. But because we're in an unfamiliar environment, he's possibly not going as heavy as he would if we're back at our home gym. So I promised you I was going to give you an alternative to those Smith machine chest presses. So you could use dumbbells for chest presses, and that is absolutely okay. So dumbbells are actually really great for chest presses, and we're going to do them after on the incline press. I'm just going to get down on the floor. You could also do good old push-ups. They are absolutely fantastic for training your chest. So those are 2 alternatives that you can do from home. I'm going on now to do 10 kilos on each side, which is 40 kilos altogether. It's already feeling quite heavy because this is my 4th set now. And on the set before where I did, what did I do? I think it was 35 kilos. That was feeling really hard and I only did 6 reps. So I'm not expecting to do many reps on this, but that's okay because it means I've built up to like a weight that's really challenging for me, and I reckon the bar may be more than 20 kilos because of all this additional metal, and it's not one of those supported Smith machines. Right, let's do this.
Go on. Push.
Ken's holding the camera so he couldn't spot me. If he wasn't holding the camera, he might have been able to help me just get one extra rep out by spotting me. So if you've got a training partner, always use them to spot you, because that last rep that you saw there where I was really struggling, that's the one that does all the work, and that's going to build your strength. So if you're struggling on the last rep like that, give yourself a high five, because that means you're really improving your strength. And even though I only got 4 reps out, I know I was really pushing to my absolute limit. Ken's going on his final set on these Smith machine chest presses, and he's on 70 kilos. Now, you know, at home I've said he'd probably be doing like 90, 100 kilos, but it's just because we're in a different place. And he's also got a cold. Well done, Ken. So we're doing incline chest press now, and incline chest press is going to work that upper part of your chest. So it's really a good exercise to do, both for women and for men, because the upper part of your chest is really the thing that you would see if you're female. And guys like to do that because they want to get their pecs standing out, which Ken has. I'm going to take 10 kilos on each side, which is heavy for me because this is harder. When it's on an incline, it's actually harder than if you're doing it as a flat bench press. Of course, because I'm using dumbbells, that's what you can do at home. The only other thing that you could do is, but this is kind of really hard and for more intermediate and advanced people, is you could do push-ups with your feet up on a bench. And that's going to give you, like, because it's going to be on an incline, it's actually going to work the upper part of your chest and your shoulders a bit. So because this is working the upper part of your chest and your shoulders as well, so it's going to help bring your shoulders out. So there we go, 10 kilos. Now I did 12 reps on that because I feel I had a little bit more in me, and next time I will be putting the weight up. Ken's doing the incline chest presses, and we're going to do 5 sets again on this because we're really sort of trying to get a really strong, good workout, and because we've isolated this muscle group, we can do a lot of sets. Ken's doing 20 kilos, he's probably going to end up doing more on the dumbbells, so that's 40 kilos, 20 kilos on each side. He's much stronger than me on this exercise. Ken's going on 25 kilos. I've just upped the weight to 15 kilos, which is going to be my maximum really, because on the incline, especially after doing all those flat presses, it's going to feel quite hard. Well done, Ken. If you don't have a cable machine, you can do this with dumbbells. It's better to do them on the incline, so it's exactly the same movement with dumbbells, not seated though, because you won't get any resistance. So you need to either do it lying flat or on the incline. So I'm just going to pull the cables out. This cable machine isn't actually working properly, so I'm not going to go as heavy as I might do normally. And I'm going to do 12 reps. And I want to make sure I'm kind of going all the way back as well. So Ken's doing cable machine chest flies, and it's a really good idea to do these seated, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to lean into it and it's not going to give your pecs that really good isolation. So this is a great exercise for working your pectorals. I've put the weight up now and I'm on set number 4. So it's really important that I kind of get to as heavy as I possibly can without losing form. And you can really lose form on this exercise. So it's going to mean on the last 2 to 3 reps, if I show you, I'm going to be really pushing hard. And that might mean going over 10 reps, like to 12 reps or something like that. I'm going to do a superset. We're finished chest and we're just on to the last bit of triceps. So we've done a massive amount of chest. We've done like 15 sets. So 5 sets of each exercise. So it's actually quite a lot. And we've really kind of worked our chest. They're like burning on fire now. I can feel it's on fire, and my shoulders. So we're going to do our triceps. We're doing tricep pull downs with the cable machine. If you haven't got that, you're doing this from home, you can do tricep extensions like that. You could do them seated as well. And you can even do them, I'll just show you, lying down like that. I'm going to do them on the cable machine because I get a nice pump with that. And then I'm going to go straight into tricep dips. Now, we haven't got parallel bars to do with dips, but the ones on the bench are still really challenging, especially if you've just been doing tricep pull downs. So I'm going to go, am I going to put the weight up now? I'm going to go on that weight. Don't know what it is actually because it doesn't tell you the weight. Shall I stand to slightly one side? So. I'm going to do 15 of those because it's not quite heavy enough for me, and then put the weight up next time. This is the thing about having a gym that you're not familiar with, which doesn't actually give the weight, is sometimes it's going to feel a little bit heavy or not heavy enough. That felt quite tough on 15 reps. I'm going to go straight into without rest dips now. So that was it. We'll do 2 more sets on those because they're supersets. So we're not going to be doing 5 sets, we'll do 3 sets all together. And that's the workout done. So that was it. Kind of 5 simple exercises to work our chest and our triceps. The last exercise, you know, with the tricep dips, that's actually a body weight exercise. So it's absolutely fantastic for kind of burning calories, building strength, building resilience as well. I love to have some sort of body weight exercises in my routine, and you could also include push-ups rather than chest presses. I'm now going to refuel my body with protein and oats, and what that's going to do, because it's got carbohydrate in it and it's got protein, it's going to replenish my glycogen stores, so that's what carbohydrate does. It's going to give me protein synthesis, so it's going to help my muscle grow. Muscle protein synthesis is really important. So starving your body all through the day, but especially after strength training, is not the way forward. And I made that mistake if you want to build muscle. I promised at the start I'd talk about an opportunity where you can work with me to achieve the body of your dreams and transform your body in just 8 weeks. Imagine that, in just 8 weeks. And women on this transformation program are getting amazing results, including this lady, Christine Mendez, who bagged herself $20,000, and she also won $2,000. So she won her heat, and then she went on to win the overall prize between August and December 2024. So she backed herself $22,000 and an amazing new body. And you can do the same if you sign up to this program. It's my 8-week transformation challenge specifically for women over 40. So you can't take part if you're under 40, and we're really strict about people having to show their identification to win that prize money. Click the link below if you found this video useful, all this sort of strength training stuff that I do overseas, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.